Well, that was kind of an abrupt ending to my last stream. That didn't quite go as I had planned. I was going to take a break anyway, go eat dinner, but yeah, that kind of melted down. So, the old go too long, crash and burn kind of option. I don't know. Sometimes that's just what happens. I don't know if it's my OBS settings, my Twitch settings, my whatever settings. Something went wonky on that. So ultimately, yeah, things kind of went crazy. But we're back. We've got it working again. All right, so I've got everything deployed to test. Everything's loading, so we don't have any bugs, obvious bugs. But here's one of the problems. I don't yet have a log out or a delete account or anything like that, so I can't test a second user. I can create new ones, short of not having a cookie. So, like in a few days, what I should probably do is reduce my cookie lengths to like an hour, or even 30 minutes for dev and test. But I'm feeling pretty good about the way things are running. I got everything working. Got to register using the. I didn't try going through NGROK to run it, but that is the other option. I don't know what to expect doing it that way. What was the? I have to go to. Can I go to here? Where's the NGROK one? Nope. Wrong button. This one. So we go to dev. If I click on dev, does NGROK take me to 4040? It does. If I go here, it takes me to this guy. And then I can click on here. Now this is a dynamically changing app. So if this isn't running, it'll be a different number every time I do this. Okay, so this did take me back here. I don't know. It's like since it's a new IP each time, I don't think it's not. I don't know how it's working. But apparently it takes me to a new login each time I do this. So it's got something that's making it so it can't tell that I'm the same person. So in theory, this is a good way to test my dev environment at least. Let's go here and see if I can create, well, first of all, let's see if what happens if I try to create like AM Gamer again. Let's see if it's smart enough to know that still exists. I think what it is, it's like I'm coming in from a new PC from another location. And so it's actually going to go, oh, you're a new location. So if I try to create here, it should say user already exists. That's what it should say. And not do anything. Nintendo! Over a month, huh? Wow, that would explain why you deserted me, man. Why you don't come and say hi no more? I was feeling so hurt. No, well, I mean, I know you're a busy guy sometimes, huh? That's good. It's good to be busy. Hey, I've made a lot of progress in the last 3 days as far as getting infrastructure going. I tell you, the last week, I didn't even stream last week. I don't think I streamed. If I did, it was like once. So you didn't really miss much last week, to be honest. Okay, so, in fact, no, I don't think I streamed at all last week. I know it's been even before that I hadn't seen you in a bit. But, okay, so as you know, my computer's been giving me nothing but problems. I had to return it for the 5th time to Microsoft last week. This time they promised they were going to give me an unused version, so basically a new one, right? But and I go, okay, yeah, we'll see, because what they did before, you'll have to watch one of my last streams prior to last week. I think it was Monday or something. Um, anyway, it might have been the Friday before, actually, was my last stream. It was pretty bad. New Orleans, huh? Cool. What's going on in New Orleans? Is that where the Super Bowl is this year? I don't even know where the Super Bowl is this year. I thought it was in Arizona for some reason, but that might have been last year. You're, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the whole long and short of it is I had to return my computer for the 5th time. They promised that they would give me a newish one. I say newish. Super Bowl, that's what I thought. Because you work on the Super Bowl, right? Didn't you say you actually had a job that you were setting up and stuff like that? And you were going to send me a ticket, airplane ticket. I haven't got it yet, though, man. Just kidding. But anyway, so they said they would give me a newish one. It seems to be pretty new. The ports work good. They're nice and snug. I have not had a random monitor disconnect. Everything seems to be working pretty solidly. No fans making noises. The screen works when I touch it. Everything seems to be good. Knock on wood. This will be a good solid computer for the next 2 to 3, 4 more years at least. And then maybe someday, then my money situations won't be so wonky. But we'll see. Anyway, I got in the course of last week. I was working, but I was working on my lesser computers, and I said, "Look, it's gonna get my computer." I shipped it out on Monday. I figured they said they'd ship it back in a day, which means it only had to get to them. So it got to them by Wednesday. They shipped it out on Thursday. I had it back on Friday. On Friday, I tried. And then I spent all weekend trying to restore an image. I took an image the previous Friday and said, "Oh, good. This will be easy. Just put an image back. Clonezilla. I did Clonezilla. Tried to put the image back. Guess what? They did something weird. It's an exact same model and supposedly same configuration, but they must have used a gib terabyte versus a gigabyte terabyte, because there's only 1,020 gigabytes on this drive for the terabyte drive SSD, and my previous one had 1,024 gigabytes. So my image was 1,024 gigabytes, and it wouldn't install on this computer because this SSD is too small. It's 1,020 gigabytes. 4 gigabytes, that's a lot of gigabytes difference when you're trying to match things up. It's not a minor, few hundred megabytes kind of adjustment. This is 4 gigs. That's a lot of adjustment. And I had no way to do it. But anyway, I started the process thinking it was just going to go right on. I'd be good to go. Took a while. It comes back, goes, "Oh, no, it's a different size, doesn't work." But it had already wiped out my partitions. I had to spend like a day trying to figure out how to rebuild my partitions. I tried Clonezilla multiple times. It kept failing. Oh, God. So all weekend I spent trying to get it going. Finally, on Sunday, I said, "Screw it. I'm going to go back to Windows." I downloaded Windows, created a USB install, started from scratch for Windows, and just installed everything. By this point, I've gotten pretty good at knowing what needs to be on, because I've installed it onto like my previous Surface Pros. They kept resetting on me umpteen gajillion times. On my desktop, I installed it on my old Surface Pro to get it up to speed. I got it up. So basically, I've installed like 7 times, like 7 times to everything, getting everything working to the point where I'm pretty much a pro. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip up all the files that I need to start up a computer to run and get my dev environment going, and I'm going to stick it out on one of my big 2 terabyte drives as my PC setup applications zip file. Then I can open it up and at least have the basics. All of them probably need to be updated after a couple of years anyway. But anyway, finally, by Sunday, I was pretty much up and running by the end of the day. Monday, I kind of tweaked with it. And then I started streaming again. I think I started streaming, was it yesterday? Today's Tuesday, right? No, today's Wednesday. Oh my gosh, this week is going fast. But I think I might have started streaming Monday afternoon. I don't know. But in that time, I have been working on my apps, trying to get Docker running. I got Docker running in test, I got it running in dev, I got NGROK working in dev, so now I can actually go from a public IP in NGROK. That's what this little guy is. This is my public IP NGROK. It says free app. This changes, this changes every single time. And it so it's not really a good thing yet, but eventually I'm going to create a public IP that that I can use. Right now the registration requires a backer code. That's a new functionality. The backer code functionality is going to allow me to give any of my backers a code that will allow them to log in to the app, and as new features come online, they'll be able to access them for as long as they're a backer. It's a way for me to kind of help, and they can test it, play with it. I'm going to give everybody, all of my backers, 2 backer codes, and they will be good for as long as, so basically 30-day increments, unless, well, I can set it for any length of time, but what I might have is a couple of different Patreon levels, or when I do my when I do my Indiegogo again. I have to launch another Indiegogo here in the next week or so. See if I can get that going. But then anybody who backs me on that. So those are the only 2 places I'll be doing. I do take other kind of backing, but I'm not going to do it everywhere. Just because it's a pain. Because I have to track all the different places, right? Because I have to go on there and add them. I have to add each backer to a list and create the code, and then I have to send the codes to whomever. So it allows the registration. It also allows me to have a little control over how many registrations I get. So anyway, yeah, it's coming together, man. Coming together. You can see that's what this NGROK thing is. Let me go. I gotta go create my. I have a feeling this is going to say already exists, but we'll see. I have to go find, where is my codes? Now I need to have my backer code here. Oh, okay. It created it. I guess I could have swore it was already there, but maybe not. I may not have. What it could be is I don't have my. I may not have my database persistentized yet. Is that a word? Persistiated. Azito54, man, how's it going? Over there in Twitch land. What's the latest with you? Lots of progress for me in the last just today, actually. I mean, really today, everything has finally started coming back together. I've got everything kind of starting to work. I'm just about to try to trigger. Now that I've proven that all my code is working. This is my NGROK app. I've got my backer code trigger in there, so now people can register with a backer code. It's just I just have to give people a backer code. But what I'm going to be using it for is obviously any backers that I have for any of my streams. Not just this one, but if they back me on my Twitch or on my YouTube channels or whatever, I'll have a Patreon level or whatever. Because I'm not affiliate yet, so I don't get anything from Twitch or YouTube. So I have to try to set up other means to try to get resources, but I have Patreon and all those things, and I'll have some values in there for people to back, and I can give them codes, and they can start playing with the game as more and more features come online. I'm hoping to be able to add new stuff pretty much every month once I get past all this infrastructure stuff. And I'm really close. I think once this is all running, I should be pretty good to just head down adding stuff. For the most part. I mean, I'm sure I'll bump into crap. But hopefully it won't be too bad. All right, so let's run. The next step was to go to GitHub and I guess I got to go to my pull requests. All right, so compare and pull request. Now I have a pull request manager here. I downloaded this, and I have no idea how it works, to be honest. Is this the one? I don't even know what this is. What is this? GitLens. What is GitLens? Welcome to GitLens Home Preview. Effortlessly track, manage, and collaborate on your branches and pull requests. Okay. Is up to date with Origin Go MS. Oh, cool. It tells you when it's up to date. That's nice. Open and commit graph. What is commit graph? I want to see that. Just because I want to know what the heck that is. Commit graph. Easily visualize your repository and keep track of all work in progress. Use the rich commit search to find a specific. These are new extensions and junk that I just put on my thing. I want to see what they do. Hey, look. Who's all these you guys, man? They've been doing a lot of work. They are going off. No, Antazion. Okay, I don't know. Oh, hey, that's my my daughter-in-law. She's kind of messing with some of my Unity stuff, trying to help me get some project stuff going. She's spending a little time there. She hasn't been doing a lot, but she's working on it. She's kind of getting familiar with stuff. I don't know how I have some that say Tazion and how some say me. I don't know what the difference is. I think some of them is when I'm actually doing the work in GitHub, and then it says me when I'm doing the work. What is that little icon up? What the heck is that? I don't know what that is. I want to know what that picture is. Who's me? I don't know who that is. I don't know who you. That's like a little robot. Can I change that? Select an app to open this mail to. I don't want to do that. I want to know how to change this icon. Is there like a... Because this is my icon on here. It's Tazion, but I want to change this icon. Does Tazion have the Superman icon? That was a robot too. Okay, so there's got to be a cool way to change this, because look, my daughter-in-law, she has a picture of herself. Well, something like that. I don't know if that's a true picture of herself or can't tell. It looks like her, so yeah. But I don't know what that is. Oh, is it? Do I change like? See, I'm getting distracted already by stuff. How do I change this? Your profile. It's just an image. That's an image, but it's obviously not the one it uses. Huh. Is it users? Maybe there's a users list. Projects, CoSpace, nope. Repositories, PFFM. And I'm totally getting derailed by this. I can't help it. I see stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, this is not cool. I want cool. Issues, users, actions. There's a picture of me again, so it's like it uses a picture, it just doesn't use it on its thing. I would have thought there'd be like a users or something here. Collaborators? It's got her picture. Wherever she gets this from, it's got a picture, but I apparently don't get a picture. Huh. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how that works. Probably not worth the distraction, but I couldn't help it. I wanted to see if there was a way to... There is a way, but I don't know what it is, and I don't care right now. I mean, I do care, but not enough to keep trying. Alright, so that's interesting. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's interesting. Let's close it. At some point, I might have a use for that. Ports. Terminal. Oh, that just adds it to my Git. Oh, I added it to my terminal stuff. Oh, okay. Interesting. What is comments all about? There are no comments. No forward ports. Forward a port to access your locally running services over the internet. Huh. Okay. Well, back on task. I was going to try to run this. I needed a pull request thing, though. Was this start work on an issue? No, we're going to go create pull request. Create pull request on GitHub. Create pull request. On GitHub. All right, so now we have a pull request here. All right. Able to merge means we don't have any conflicts. We're just going to add a simple title. Massive update. We'll go like that, and then we're going to go down here. We're going to say local auth. Nope. Dang it. Always love these. I apparently can't indent. Fine. There's no way to. Ugh. Fine, whatever. It's not real formatable. We'll do this. Nope. Just wanted to be part of the same thing, man. Local auth. We got register or registration, sure. And then we got Google. I didn't really do the Google thing yet, though, so we're gonna have to go with login. Backer code. I mean, there's so much stuff on here from when I last did a master merge. I mean, master merge is still a text white screen for my simulation. That's how bad the master is right now. I mean, literally, it's all it is. It's a white screen where I was dropping numbers like the first week or two of the whole process. It's been almost 3 months since I last checked into master. A lot of that's because I didn't have a lot of this integration going, so I wasn't, it wasn't easy to get to, and I didn't want to merge stuff in a weird state. It was a lot of weird things were in flux, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to wait until I can keep getting things ironed out to a point where I'm feeling pretty good about it. And then I decided, well, let's get the whole production side of things working, and we'll call the master production, obviously. And once I'm able to do that, which was today for the first time, or at least I'm ready for that to be today. Backer code, we got home, navigation. Oh, that's a whole different thing. What else did I do for this? Registration, login, backer code. Okay, we got, let's just go to account page. Got home navigation. Cool, we got some basic simulation UI. Got playbook. Game plan. Implementation. We got playbook. Plays. Play creator. Started. So what it say it's done. Login and slash create account home link. And other stuff. Other minor UI stuff. Oh yeah, also we got test, CI, test environment, CI was created, we got Docker implemented for dev and test. Docker Cloud. NGROK implemented for dev. Don't know how to spell though. Man, I don't know what else. What else? Oh, you know what I also have? Services created for auth, game plan, playbook, and gRPC gateway. I also created other services, but they don't all work yet. So I'm not calling them implemented yet, because they're not even all plugged in. They exist, they just haven't been plugged into anything. So there's probably been like a bajillion files changed. Look, if I go here, it says 1,665 files changed. I think a lot of those are just like, node modules, things that had to be oh, jeez, look at that. 251,000 additions and 2,078 deletions. A lot less deletions than additions. I don't know what the heck that's a lot of freaking, wow. Wow. 251,000? What the heck is all that? I don't even know what that is. This is like the world's longest everything. I don't know. Unless it's just updates? I couldn't even tell you what all that was. That's just too much. I'm not even going to look at it. It's just, I couldn't even begin to guess why there's 251,000. But a lot of it is the installs, the little extensions and all the files those extensions put in your code, and just, it's a massive update. Hopefully the rest from here on out will be a lot smaller. Because I'll be checking it in a lot more often, for one thing. I do need to start implementing unit testing, though. I got to start figuring that out for my future parts. Like, even the stuff I have should have unit testing applied to it. 133 commits. That's not that many, really. Only changed 1,665 files, though. I don't even think I have that many files, do I? Look, all these dashes, that's just me making minor tweaks to get it working. And look, I did that a lot. All right, well, I don't know. What do I do? Just commit it? I have to approve it? Or what do I do here? Require approval from specific reviewers before merging. Well, okay. I should always be required. Every update should have me as a requirement. But I can't really approve merge pull request. You can also open this GitHub desktop or view command line instructions. Add rule. Protect your most important branches. Rule sets. Define whether collaborators can delete or force push set requirements. Rule set name. Required approval. Enforcement status. Active. Restrict creations. Restrict deletions. Block force pushes. Prevent users with push access from force pushing to refs. Require signed commits. How do I say? Targets. Target branches. Add target. Branch targeting has not been. Branch targeting determines which branches will be protected by the rule set. Use inclusion patterns to expand the list of branches under this rule set. So is the default branch the home branch, the main branch? Require deployments to succeed. Choose which environments must be successful. No deployment environments have been added. How do I define because I have deployment environments. I just don't know how to make them, be a thing. Environments are used to describe a general deployment target like production, staging, or development. When GitHub Actions workflow deploys to an environment, you can configure environments with protection rules and secrets. When a workflow job references an environment, the job won't start until all the environment's protection rules pass. A job also cannot access secrets that are defined in an environment until at least the deployment protection rules pass. Optionally, you can bypass environment protection rules. Users with GitHub free plans can only configure environments for public repositories. If you convert a repository from public to private, any configuration, protection rules, or environment secrets will be ignored and you will not be able to, well, I guess I can't do that then. I guess I could make it. Why? I like public repositories, don't get me wrong. I just don't want to do it for this. You gotta have some fine. Requires signed commits. Commits pushed to matching refs must have verified signatures. Okay, here we go. Require all commits to be made to a non-target branch submitted via a pull request before they can be merged. Required approvals. 1 for now. Require conversation resolution before merging. Request pull review. Request pull request review from Copilot. What? Require conversation resolution. Require approval of the most recent reviewable push. Dismiss stale pull request approvals when new commits are pushed. New reviewable commits pushed will dismiss previous pull requests. Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't let you say who is required to approve. Require signed commits. Commits pushed to matching refs. Choose which environments must successfully be deployed to before refs can be pushed to match this rule. Whether the most recent reviewable push must be approved by someone other than the person who pushed it. Man, I can't do that because I don't have enough people for that. Status checks to base. I just know that if I have 1 or 2 other people, I want to be able to see it. Only allow users with bypass permissions to create matching refs. Only allow users with bypass permissions to update matching refs. I don't even know what the heck is a ref. Require linear history. Huh. I might have to add stuff to that. I have to do more with that later, but for now, whatever. Fine. Whatever. All that work for nothing. Okay, all checks have passed. Guess we're just going to have to merge. What are the checks? Branch testing, test push, successful in 6 minutes. Oh, okay, so we at least had this. Branch has no conflicts. Alright, merge. Here we go, man. Confirm the merge. There you go. We've got the first massive update to the application. Massive. I mean, if this is like, if I can't imagine an update more significant than this to go to the master branch at this point. I mean, there'll be things that in the end, but any individual merge from this point on should be a lot smaller than this. Yeah, so we should be, so now the master branch should be pretty freaking cool. It's got all my stuff. Now I don't want to, I'm going to delete this Go MS integration. After I create a brand new branch from the master, I have to, because I need to make sure. Now let's go look at actions. Do we have a run going right now? It should be going and building. Yep, there's the massive update. So we're doing the merge. What the heck is that? Merge pull request. Okay, so it's doing the merge. And then this one's probably waiting on the merge. And then that's going to run. So it's not done merging. It's a lot to merge. There's a lot of stuff to merge in there. So it's going to be doing a lot of stuff. Once that gets fully merged, it should kick off the massive update, which is going to run the production deployment, I would imagine. I don't know why this still says integration, though. I would think it'd be master, and then it would run. But I don't know. What is this doing? Let's go look at it. Debug Docker images. See, this is like running. This is like running the test deployment. Huh. Alright. I don't know what just happened there. Are we back? Maybe? I think we're back. Are we? No? It says live on here, but I don't think I'm actually back. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what happened.